Witajcie w Galaktyce Andromedy. Ja jestem Nelfein i razem zagrajmy w najnowszą część serii Mass Effect. Miło mi znów Was gościć w Andromedzie. Przez ten i kilka kolejnych odcinków jednak nie bardzo będę się udzielał, jeżeli chodzi o komentarz. Wiem, że zawsze staram się ograniczyć go do minimum i do takich rzeczy, które są powiedzmy jakoś Wam przydatne, natomiast teraz z powodów, no powiedzmy sytuacji jaka była w domu, nie mogłem nagrywać voiceoveru, nie mogłem nagrywać komentarza na żywo, dlatego przez kilka najbliższych odcinków będą to pojedyncze komentarze dogrywane w postprodukcji, a także filmy same w sobie będą najprawdopodobniej trochę skrócone, znaczy nie będę tutaj Was zanudzał obrazkami, tak jak tutaj w tle, kiedy biegniemy przez jakieś jaskinie, kiedy nie ma przeciwników i odnajdujemy zadania, po prostu będę przewijał do kluczowych elementów. No, miłego oglądania i do zobaczenia, do usłyszenia w trakcie, a na pewno na końcu.
We tried to take down this place for months, and you made it look so easy. Destroying their command structure and systems leaves the rest of the Kett vulnerable. Remember Jarnik? The shield around it's come down.
The frozen city?
That's the one. This is the perfect opportunity for a final push, while they're still dealing with the chaos.
Tell me about this ancient city.
They say it was abandoned when the Scourge hit. The cold came and it was trapped in ice. The Kett learned we were investigating and took it. They think they can plunder it for remnant secrets. Let's hope they haven't completely destroyed everything.
I'll deal with it.
In the meantime, I'll see if there's anything I can find here. Be careful, Ryder.
Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow, you really showed up.
You seem thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special. You saved the Moshai from the Kett, and not just the Moshai. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Voeld. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
So something that could involve exaltation, or the creation of a new exaltation lab.
Well, that's what I thought. Either way, Kett organizing means trouble.
We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
I'll investigate this if I can.
That's all I can ask. Thank you, Ryder. I'll send the nav point immediately.
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Ryder. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Kett. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
Did you know them well?
They would be alive if they hadn't welcomed this death.
I'm not sure I understand.
These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment through reincarnation, but some now think they can force this. They fling themselves at death, thinking they will be reborn stronger. Glory seekers, we call them.
I have heard of this. No one I know but my can't be certain.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
This has consequences. If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death. That's all any of us can do.
Thank you. That's Techix, according to my map.
You're the alien! Guardian who saved the Moshai.
How many cat did you kill? I hope they screamed.
I don't kill cat because I enjoy it. It just has to be done.
Well, yeah. Your people haven't been hunted and enslaved and exalted. It's different for us.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Your priestess, Roshwar Lin, told me about you. I was just curious.
Roshwar Lin is a blind old woman. She cowers with her blessings while the Ket consume everything.
She said you were throwing away your lives.
Nothing is thrown away. It's not suicide. We train as hard as anyone in the Resistance. But when you don't fear dying, that's when there's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I can't wait for my turn. But all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Ket station. We should hear the news soon.
And what if he fails his mission?
If he dies fighting Ket, there is no failure. But if he returns with nothing accomplished, we'll know he was cowardly. Cowardly heart isn't worthy of blessed rebirth.
So where's this cat station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Venge. As long as Ket die, it doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you.
Alright, seek a nav point. The Ket station is close.
I can't do this. Taking this station is impossible.
Are you Tej?
Whoa! Didn't see you there. Yeah. I'm Tej. How did you find me? Wait. Kolf and the others, right? Stars. Don't tell them you found me like this. I wasn't expecting all this security. The more I sit here, the more I doubt everything.
You're just being rational, seeing the reality of what you're doing here.
And a shrinking heart prevents a blessed rebirth. And you won't remember your life before. Yeah. You're just like everyone else. And it would have been better not to die at all. The more I think, the more my thoughts get.
I've got some experience with Ket. I can help with this, if that would help. Get ready to fight!
Great shot!
This one's mine.
One's gone. Nice headshot. Set it up, knock 'em down.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Still alive. And honestly, I'm glad. Living and learning is a good way to grow stronger too. And I've never met anyone who had a blessed rebirth. And what if it's not real? Stars. If my friends heard this talk, they'd turn their backs. Venture especially. I'm almost afraid to go back.
Talk to them. Explain where you're coming from. I'm sure they've had similar thoughts.
You really think so? When I heard about Tand and Aaron dying, tried to be happy, but I just couldn't. I don't want to lose the rest of my friends either. And if I feel that way, maybe they do too.
Worth asking.
Thanks, Pathfinder. You've given me a lot to think about. I'll see what Kolf and the others have to say.
Brytus was right. This looks like a research outpost.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
There's a lot of organic material here. Angara? Ket? Something else.
Scans could tell us more, Pathfinder. There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Cat? Let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angaran genetic code that expresses this projection of a bioelectric field has been isolated. The process to integrate this into our own genome is ongoing. Early success is documented. Once complete, adaptation should be distributed to all ascendant in Helios. Ability may also prove useful as part of base soldier configurations. All research has been transmitted to the Empire.
Exaltation is not just about making more Cat. It's an exchange.
An exchange requires consenting parties.
There's bound to be more here. Let's keep moving.
Information saved. Another audio log detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Homeworld. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. Investigation ongoing. Logs to be updated shortly.
Things getting lost in the post. A universal problem.
I wonder if we can find the follow-up logs.
All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helios. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Cat station. Probably their primary communications.
If we take out that comm station, does that mean the Ket can't call home?
Genetic information logged. Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other Cat.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So, does the Archon control the Cat because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
This is the Ketcom outpost we heard about on Voeld.
We've got hostiles. Shield boost enabled. Stay sharp. Took one out. Watch the grenade!
Be ready. Impressive. Incoming check. Impressive.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is stable.
The Archon's not the Ket's supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
Gathering the genetic information of other races and transmitting it back.
Rose, communication orders require explanation. Archon command to block all transmissions of Angara data to the Empire. It's a breach of protocol.
Wait, is the Archon going off book?
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
Someone's repeating the party line.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
What do we do with this, then?
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
The original Tempest is preserved forever now, thanks to you. It's safer than ever.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
There much to say about that facility on Voeld?
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up. Still waiting to find that pirate hiding place, to get Varand and the damn data I passed her.
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I probably crossed the line a few times though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing a shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings have fallen down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Axul is very cunning. We can't underestimate him. My mothers are worried sick about the cousins that joined him.
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where's Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many, many, many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
I'm sorry about that, Jaal. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then.
We are fatherless, yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted cat. I called Jaal to show him. Ah, there he is. Jaal, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jaal, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively? Excuse me.
Grief is never easy. But Jaal needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Hope is good, but false hope is unhealthy.
I appreciate your support. Jaal is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Dziękuję bardzo za uwagę w dzisiejszym odcinku. Na dzisiaj to już wszystko. Jeżeli Wam się podobało, będę bardzo wdzięczny za subskrypcję bądź łapkę w górę. Wszystko to pomaga mi w prowadzeniu kanału. Jeżeli nie chcecie przegapić jakichkolwiek informacji związanych z aktywnością na kanale, to jeszcze można kliknąć ten dzwoneczek, który jest obok przycisku subskrypcji. Tymczasem dzięki bardzo za uwagę i widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku. Hej!